keep those homies rolling. Keep the potty rolling.
Keep the potty rolling. Funny you should mention that because 2 weeks ago you're like, this is the end.
This is the end.
And I was like, no sir.
Well, this is an interesting idea to discuss because how much longer do you think this current second season has?
This next episode, I don't know about this one, but the next one.
You're thinking 2, maybe 3 episodes left.
I think so. Not forever, guys. Just,
Not forever.
Just for the season, because so school gets out, I want to say like May 9th or something.
Early May, school's done.
And time's a ticking, guys. So it's going to be out soon. I'm super stoked. Hit that summer break. It's going to be summer vibes. They're already here, honestly.
They're already here.
So it's going to be cool. We'll, just like be like, all right, summer's here. What's up? And then roll season 3, get our wits about us. I think we're going to have some big stuff coming too, guys, because since summer's here, I'm at the pier also. I also work at Trader Joe's, but I also work at a fishing pier. So that means I'm going to be chilling with the pier homies, the pomies. Might see if they want to come through on the potty talk. So might have some new guests, guys. We might be branching out from the Joes.
Branching out. And yeah, big things in store. I think we're on the countdown for season 2.
Yeah.
2 or 3 episodes, we think.
I thought this was season 3.
No, we're season 2 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's happening live right now for us.
So this whole semester.
Yeah. We've been rolling. I think season 2 has gone longer.
We were going to break it up. But
season 2 has been longer than either of us expected. So
yeah, which is maybe a good thing.
I hope everyone's been loving it.
Yeah. Guys, remember, if you haven't subscribed, please mash that sub button. We would greatly appreciate it. Because, the more subscribers we get, the more money we get, the cooler our productions get.
Actually, I think now we have stumbled into a topic I wanted to talk to you about, Jackson.
All right. On air, too.
Ooh, on air. And yeah, it's kind of like, what are we doing again? Like, I know we're talking, I know we're discussing ideas of life and kind of like the meaning of life, but also like the things that make life meaningful. Music, our tastes in different things, and hearing from our friends and just getting stories out there in order for us to more fully live. But also, like, what is the point of us doing a podcast at this point? As it might be different from November, December when we started. Have you had any insights or breakthroughs?
I thought it'd be cool, like, if it does take off. I've always had like that kind of like dream in the back of my mind, like, oh wow, what if you do become famous and rich? Like, I wouldn't say no to that. Like pull up to school in like a Aventador, just like, what's up, guys? But
talk about Lambos. Is that? Would you say Aventador?
Uh-huh.
Is that a Lamborghini or is that just a?
It's a Lamborghini.
Okay. Is that one of these doors?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of the funniest moments I've had with you during this whole experience. Was when I was editing, and we're editing over there in the corner, and then you just laugh, and I'm just like, what's so funny, dude? You're just laughing at yourself, scrolling your phone, whatever, and then you're like, oh, I'm just thinking about, like, when we get rich and famous from this podcast, and, we probably had, like, 30 or 40 subscribers at that point, and I'm just like, dude, A, that's probably never going to happen, but B, like, we are so far away from that's, like, such a funny fantasy dream, and, like, that's not my desire. Yeah, like I don't expect us to make any money from this. I don't really want like fame or clout or anything. Like I just like talking to you and different people and like hearing perspectives and stories. Like again, my question of what's the meaning of life, I don't want to like say I'm harvesting my friends for their answers and like, deeper meaning, but that is part of it. And I think it's fun to record these, as like documents of friendship. Like we were just talking about Aiden. Like we haven't seen him in 4 or 5 months.
About the time he worked.
Which is, I guess he worked there for 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. So it's like, yo, Aiden, shout out. Thanks for joining us as our first guest. We miss you.
You honestly kind of you did start the guest thing.
He kicked off the guests.
Maybe like someday if we become rich and famous, we'll give him a cut. Like,
hello.
Maybe like a couple dollars, like.
And just talking about what this could be or how this has gone.
I like to daydream like the average American.
Yeah. or just average person.
Yeah.
Someone recently said we might want like media rights releases from our guests, and it's like, well, like maybe in the future, like if this becomes a bigger deal.
Yeah, we're chilling right now.
But right now, it's all just friends and not even family, just friends, really, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we don't think we need them to sign a contract or any kind of release, but you know, it's just a funny idea of.
Yeah.
Most professional productions will do that because, you know, especially if they deal with strangers, like that's a necessary thing.
But they're also just professionals.
I mean, yeah, we're
the unprofessional zone.
We're a little bit grittier, you know.
Yeah. Also, another thing about the podcast, like, yeah, I know I said, you know, rich and famous, ooh, but like,
Ooh.
I think really the big meaning, like, I was talking with you one day when we walked into the car. Like, I think the big thing about the podcast is that we bring our friends on to share their story, but it's also, you know, everyone has a story. It's, you know, we're just regular people. It might seem that, you know, you live a boring life, but when you dissect your life, you really have an interesting life. There's no boring person, I would say.
Yeah.
Everyone may seem boring on the surface or just the average Joe, but then you really look into it and it's like, whoa, like that's actually fascinating. That hasn't happened to someone I know. Like
details.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the devil's in the details. So
and yeah, just sinking your teeth into details. It's like, oh, there's a lot of texture here.
Yeah.
You know, you really get to know someone. Yeah. And not that, you know, us having 40-minute, 20, 30-minute conversations with our friends is like fully uncovering them as a person.
Yeah.
But we are revealing ourselves in certain ways, which I think is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, even on the surface reveal, it's like, whoa, like you guys are pretty dope. Like,
yeah.
They got some interesting things, interesting insights too, because we've heard a bunch of different things from the meaning of life.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of, you know, some of the same, you know, like finding your purpose, things like that.
Right.
Doing goodwill, but also other different things. And I liked how Emma, the psych major, tied in with marshmallows. My question about the meaning of life. She was like, well, you know, it might seem charred on the inside, but then soft and green. And I was like, whoa, like, I was just asking about marshmallows, but you took both questions and just were like,
big metaphor.
yeah, it was cool. It was like, all right, maybe you should leave the podcast. Here's the keys.
Here's the keys. Ask Emma, dude. Ask Emma.
Yeah,
Once
real.
upon a time, that was going to be a recurring segment.
It might be.
I mean, we're definitely going to have Emma back at some point. We got
We'll retro her.
the three Emma three. All right, I think we're just going to do a little shorty. This might even be a bonus episode when we have like doubles one week or something. But
keep it on the back burners.
yeah, and not to say like this isn't worth watching. Please watch.
Yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Show your friends. Get
Or
your favorite snack. Watch in front of the TV.
boom. Put it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you're a little bit hesitant about subscribing, we also have the subscribable option. So,
Yeah, some Scrabble. Play some Scrabble. Remember, hug a loved one.
hug a loved one, you know. Yeah.
Also, if you're not even comfortable like doing a full embrace hug, check this out. Hand hug.
Hand hug.
Boom. Too easy.
Other side. Hand hug.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's easy. Hand hugs.
All right, hand hugs for everyone. We love y'all. Until next time.